much. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jessica Zeiser.
And I'm Brenton Lincoln.
And we're here to talk to you today about combating those rising healthcare costs. And so we're here to give you some quick ideas, helpful tools that you can use, and we're going to make sure that we've got some awesome ideas for you to look like a rock star when you go up to those next level of decision makers. So this is whether you're looking at this live or recorded. We wanted to make sure that you guys know that we want your engagement. This is really for you. We want to make sure that this is really interesting and helpful information. And we have a couple of links. So if you're looking up, depending on the type of screen you have, it could be up here or a link here at the bottom. Everything we're going to go over today is going to be a link, and all of those tools are going to be right there handy for you. So we're really excited about this. This program overall, talking about combating the healthcare costs. We know that it's Q4. We know that it's extremely crazy. This is the busiest, hardest time of the year for you guys. And we know that when you're taking a look at a double-digit renewal, it could just be a really painful pill to swallow when you're looking at your healthcare. So we thought it would be really great to talk to you and tell you a little bit about a cool program. It's a voluntary benefit called TRICARE. It's a TRICARE supplement, so we're going to fill you guys in on that. And it's a neat program because it's an opportunity for you to look at the veterans that you're hiring every day, and we're going to set that up for you so that you could see that if those guys have access to a specialty medical program, they could actually opt out of the program that you have, that you're offering as an employer, and they could potentially get more robust overall coverage, lower out-of-pocket costs for them, obviously a savings for you. So we wanted to just give you a quick helpful hints about that. So whether you're offering the program today or if it's something that you want to offer, all of the tools, looking at our links here or here, is going to get that stuff nice and easy for you. So we wanted to go through quickly and just tell you a little bit about what TRICARE itself is, who it is impacting, and what it does to help your healthcare costs. So we had gone through those things, and we realized that what's most important about this being successful is that this is quick and easy for you to implement with everything else you have going on. We want to make sure that we've done all the work for you so you just look like a rock star by just putting these ideas forward. So, but before we get into that, oh, and we do want to encourage engagement. This is my first one, so I just want to make sure that if you guys really like something, please tap that heart button, or if you heard something that was new or interesting, we have a cool story that Brenton's going to share with you. If it's something new, interesting, you've never heard before, that wow button is cool too. So at any point in time, we appreciate your engagement and your questions. And if we don't have time to get through them today, we want to be kind of quick. We know how much you have going on, but please go ahead and write those down to us, and we will go ahead and respond back to you guys and get those questions answered right away. Okay, so
I don't know how cool my story is.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Well, and I think what's so great about this is that it's perspective, right? So Brenton is new to our team. He's our new vice president of our military market. So he also has experience in the military. So I thought it was really neat, the story that you told me when we first met, and you were telling me about what the experience was like for you, active duty military, compared to now.
Yeah. So by way of introduction, I spent a career in the military before coming to Selman Company. So I know what military members are exposed to and what they're not exposed to. And it's important for you and all civilians to understand that when one is in the military, everything is taken care of for them. And as it relates
that must be nice.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's extremely nice. So as it relates to healthcare, when it was time for my annual physical, someone tapped me on the shoulder. I showed up to the clinic. It was taken care of. If I had a follow-up, I came back the next day, the next week, the next month, and it was taken care of. There's no financial picture at all. There's no financial equation. There are no co-pays or deductibles. There's absolutely no cost sharing at all. Those things are just taken care of. And then for your family members, for your dependents, should you have some, they ride on TRICARE. And the military makes it extremely easy for them to gain access. So even for healthcare on the family side, it is an extremely easy program. That is the experience that military members have. And after one serves for 20 years to retirement, or 25 or 30 or 35 years, they're essentially institutionalized, and that is how they've lived for an entire career. So it's important for us to remember, as HR professionals and provisioners of healthcare benefits, that those military members will be in need of assistance to secure or at least become educated on what their healthcare benefits are.
And also, isn't it kind of a well-known thing that you guys don't typically ask for help when you're getting out? So we're not always aware that we need to be providing those types of tools to help you make those decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. So the more proactive you can be with your military retirees, the better off the military retiree will be. But so it goes with your organization. You will be able to save costs because you will transition them off of your employer-provided benefits into the federal government system, TRICARE, which they earn through their 20-year career, 20-year plus career in the military. So, and yes, we're legendary for being terrible at asking questions. So again, the more proactive you can be, the more you can help military members, the better off everyone's going to be.
Awesome. Thank you for the perspective, Brandon. I think that's so great. So if we're talking about what specifically is in terms of what TRICARE is itself, TRICARE is the healthcare program for active duty military. And when you're active duty, as Brenton was saying, it's free for you. And if you do 20 years or longer or have a designation of a retiree, you actually have access to TRICARE as a primary or secondary medical coverage. So from where we are basically looking at it, you have that option of either taking the employer's plan that's offered out to you, and we know that right now, I mean, especially with double-digit costs and things like that, in terms of the renewals and increases that are happening right now, you're working all year long, you're engaging your employees. Now it's time for open enrollment, and I heard a crazy stat that it's like 1 in 4 people would rather go to the dentist than do their open enrollment material. So
root canal. Yeah,
exactly. So I just think that it's we want to make sure that we have good benefits, robust benefits, and valuable benefits for those folks. And we want to also, I realize how much you guys have going on, so we want to make sure that this is nice and easy for you. So after all of that, so with the TRICARE piece, if you think about that, if we could identify those veterans that you're already hiring, there's a lot of veterans that are hired with the folks that we're working with today. There's different kinds of areas that they specialize in. We see a lot of government contracting and things like that. So those folks really, whenever you take a look at that program, you have to look at those folks. If we could identify who your veterans are, maybe some other initiatives that you're doing, your chief people officers may be really in tune to who those folks are. We have some tools though to help you identify who they are so we can find that value. And then understanding what their costs look like, right? So if they took your medical program as your major medical, if they could opt out of that major medical program, use TRICARE as their primary coverage, they do have some out-of-pocket costs. So you can pair that really nicely with a voluntary benefit that is a TRICARE supplement that fills in those gaps. There's very little, it's a very robust plan, so there's very little out-of-pocket for them and for their family members. So what we want to do is take a look at the whole big picture, help people make that best decision from a financial perspective by putting that package together, and then everybody kind of wins there. The employers can save some money, the employee can save some money, you can curb your out-of-pocket costs and make some better decisions for yourself and for your family.
Absolutely.
So, so I know disruption's on everyone's mind, so we're saying, hey, what can we do to give you guys some quick tools here today without taking up too much of your time? So
what tools do we have?
What's in the box? That's what I was wondering. Who's going to ask me what's in the box? I'm sure that question came out.
Yeah, sure.
So what we have is our cool idea kit here, and we want to just give you guys some really great tools that are really easy to click on. So again, looking at our link up here or looking at the link on the bottom of the screen, depending on how you're seeing this live video or recorded video, we just wanted to make sure that you guys are keeping your eyes open. We have some really cool videos, so you can hang on to that. We have some great videos that are not very long. They're very easy. They're connected to a YouTube link so that you can either put that on an intranet or you can share it out with your employees so that they could be aware of the program. We have a white paper, well, not exactly, but we do have a white paper that's written, and it's got a lot of really great information, specifically from an employer's perspective. It is not sales material. It's just legit talking about TRICARE, what that means, what the responsibility that the employer has, and what you guys can do to contribute. So there's that. If you're more of a reader, you want to go get those glasses out. We've got these awesome glasses that we have brochures that, actually I think these look better on you. So we have some really great brochures that we put together for you guys, and they're also going to be on a quick link that you can access there. And then, the other thing is there's a lot of complications. There's been a lot of changes that have happened with TRICARE in this past year specifically. Even 2018 has been a little crazy, and we don't expect you guys to have to know everything. So we have, I don't know if you can see this, but we have a call center staff. So there's not only our sales team that works together, that does all the work and tells you we're here for you guys and for your team, but we also have a client management team and a full customer service multilingual call center that can help you. So ring her up.
Rest assured, I will not answer the phone, so you'll be in good hands.
Yeah, so we have that. So, and then the last tool we wanted to share with you today is that we want to calculate your savings. So if whenever you get online or if you click on one of our links, you can just send us in for a request for quote. We'll walk through it with you. We could look at your existing programs that you have today and help you understand and evaluate where those cost savings could come through. So really what we wanted to do is be here for you guys. So send us a note if there's other material you want to talk about, if there's additional things that we could dive into about finding those TRICARE folks. You just let us know what we can do to help and send us a message, and we'd love to come back and see you again live.
Check out our toolkit.
Yeah, our toolkit. Yeah. Thanks so much, you guys. Take care.
Thanks so much. Take care.